Afternoon. Opened up the wrong game. Let's get FM loaded up here. Hope you're having a lovely Wednesday morning or evening, depending on where you're at. Alright, let's switch over here. Come on. There we go. Bit of a mixed season so far in this fourth year. Not too sure how we're gonna get on. We have also dropped in that player image. Ah, it shows nothing now. We'll have to see as and when G gets in what's going on there. He's got rid of his image. Should be my picture. But yeah, we did go out of the Carabao Cup last night, quarter final. Not the best result, but it does free up our efforts to the Premier League, which of course we are trying to push on for this season. Let's have a look here. Fifth with 5 points off top, 16 played. Some disappointing results. A loss at home to Liverpool, and also drawing away at Luton really is my biggest grief with the save so far. Should have 2 more points than this. Still be in the same spot, but only 3 points off top then. We're kicking off today with a Japanese tea. I've already had an iced tea earlier. Yeah, let's get into the window here. I have still got some money here, 14.5 mil. Didn't think we actually had any money, but it turns out we do. Maybe we were given some more money here. No, so it looks like we do have the money maybe to sign that Serbian winger that we were looking at. Let's have a look and see if we can find him. Get an early bid in today. It was Sokolov, this lad here. Zoran Sokolov. Do we like him or do we like Ponce? Ponce here, never scoring a senior goal. Maybe Zoccolo. Zoccolo is the man for the job. Did get an offer of 6.5 accepted before, so let's see how much more it's going to cost us now. Looking like they want that higher end. 9.5, 3 extra mil. Incredibly interested. He has asked for money this time, which is handy. Gonna increase that release clause here. I'd say up to 90 mil. Giving us a 10x return. He can have a 10% wage rise. How much more is he going to want now? 60k? 60k, 5-year deal. That is another regen. Secured, most likely, unless someone else, of course, comes in to bid. Looks like Saudi looking at Davis now, wanting all of our fullbacks. We are getting close to Jan here, so we will get a few of these regens that were of course offered for into the club. Bit nicer weather here today in Malaysia. Bit of sunshine. We've got the curtains slightly open today, so it might be a little bit brighter, though it is quite a bright room actually. So let's get into here our first game of the day. We did purposely save up where we were to hopefully come in to a few wins. Back-to-back wins here would be nice. Man City, top of the league. Would be a big, big win for us. Sokolov here. Agree, and just waiting on a work permit for him now then. Happy days. Just quickly check here. The YouTube stream is working correctly. Spurs there. Drawing with Liverpool. Chelsea losing to Man City 3-0. Looks like Man City will have 1 day extra rest on us. United also winning behind us there, now joint on points. Interesting. Yep. Sokolov is in. 9.5 mil here for the self-proclaimed wonder kids. Great physicals. It could be a force for us here on the right wing in seasons to come. I think, yeah, we'll be able to get our money back at least. Okay, Sunday football here. Only game on the Sunday in the Prem. Guessing because of that Carabao Cup game. I'll get Alanga here, sorry, on the bench, or drop him, sorry, from the bench to get Anderson on the bench. And we'll continue through here. Well, Alex Scott starting in CM today. With Cunha back in the first team, hoping to see some better form out of him. And if there's any jobs that requires a digger, JCB, as you can see on stream, we have a JCB today in the stream. Any jobs, we're at your beck and call. Scally here to Cunha. Finds Scott inside, who now finds Scally down the line. He beats his man to the byline. Emerson Royale here for Leicester. Wins the header. Leicester try to break. Neil, Christensen interface. Emerson Royale. Ex-Spurs player, of course. And Barcelona, I believe. Skip out to McAteer. Looks forward, but not the best ball. Sangare has picked up an early knock here. Samu manages to let it run for St. Maxi. It's an early chance for us here in the first 10. Sangare wanting to play on. We'll give him a little time here. Does get in there for the header at the near post. Does not find the target, sadly. McAteer has seen improved quite a lot on previous FMs. Parisi here to whip it in. Sangare, there he is. That's why we kept him on. That is why we didn't sub him quite yet, because we wanted him to get in at the near post. let's see if we're able to get into half time here with him still on the pitch. Could be a bit silly to give him that amount of time, but we're going to risk it. St. Maxi now with the in-swinger. Sangare unable to challenge, but falls to show, cuts in, still loose. Parisi. Scott looks for a switch, but that is not the best ball. Murillo here should have it under control. He doesn't. He doesn't. And he scores an absolute banger. Commentator curse, I have to say. First shot, and they've scored. I have to sip some of that tea. Feeling the pain. Corner here at the end of the half. McAteer smashes the bar. Goes out 4. Another corner for Leicester. Oscar to whip it in. Does actually go deeper this side. DeBast clears. Cunha picks up the loose ball and just boots it long. Chasing it himself. Gonna have to get into the team here, tell them they're not doing well enough. We're gonna get Sangare off for Giorna Doof. I think that's all the changes we're gonna make for now. Murillo here with it at the back. Is he gonna just lay it in? He's not, he's going across. Corner Doof. Finds Samu. Samu beats his man. Oh. Need Samu to find some form here. St. Maxi 2, whipping across. Samu loses out. We do retain possession here. Need to create some more chances here. We're gonna get DeBast off as splits for Milinkovic. I think he would actually then be our best attacking threat from corners. We're gonna get Cunha off for Anderson. Don't know if this is a sub highlight here. Scott into Cunha. Playing some nice stuff here. Scally sees the space, looks for the ball. It's a great ball. Oh. Gonna go very attacking here. We're gonna take Samuel off, I guess, for Bonnie. Oh. Any highlight here in injury time? Oh, it's a terrible result. Didn't want to be dropping any more points at home. And now we've got to play Man City at home after this draw to Leicester. They had one shot on target. That's all you need, I guess. And stressing us out. Not the way I expected it to start. Samu there missing a few good chances. How long was Sangare out for? Week to 3 weeks, it seemed. Looks like Man City will be playing narrow. Anderson here with a virus. We're going to send him home. Do not want that spreading through the squads. Listening to Apple Radio here. Got some Keen. Somewhere only we know. Absolute tune. If you've got a SingStar, you know. But let's hope to see an improvement here. We're going to bring Davis in just because clearly we're missing the creativeness in the side. We're going to actually stop Cunha here onto a shadow striker role. Let's also swap Morato in. Murillo there, costing us in the previous game. Early highlight here. Edison goes long. Morato into Cunha. Finds Davis on the left. Can he get the cross in? Turns back. Finds Scott. Scott into Cunha. Blocked. Cho almost gets the second ball, but Scally here. Anyway. Oh, I love another block shot. Carter here for Man City. Don't know who that is. It might be a regen. Have they had a very good regen come through? Looks like they have. Looks like he could be insane in the membrane. Let's get a scout here on Carter. Grivardio with a throw in into Bob. Marmol at the back into Rodrigo. Or Rodri. Samuel Ricky on the turn. Looks for Glock. Morato though, great interception. Looks to go long. Oh, I thought we might have been nicking that there off Diaz. Yankuto into Ricky. Cunha though nicks it. Alanga manages to keep the ball with his pace. Directness. Davis now. Is he going to get the cross in? Gets to the byline, whips it to the back. Cho! Yes, he beats Gvardiol. Davis here, showing the creativeness that we were missing last game. Didn't have him on the bench, unfortunately, so that could have actually been the key for us last game. Looks like Man City also have Pedri, just noticed. Quite the player. Davis here with the set piece. Samu. Looks like we're going to look to collect the loose ball. Alanga holds on to possession nicely. Finds Cho. Comes back to Scally. Scally gets to the byline. Crosses to Samu. Boom! Both fullbacks here getting involved early on. Pity we didn't play like this against Leicester. Still early, of course. A whole half of football to be played here. Let's encourage the lads. Hopefully they don't become complacent. Free kick here for Cunha, I would assume. Yet steps up. There's an easy pass onto the left here. He'd be in. He shoots just wide. Straight into a highlight here from the free kick. Man City coming into Ricky. Gets a nice 1-2 out to Yankuto. Echeverrini loses out to Davis. They manage to win the loose ball. Guessing Haaland must be injured at the moment. Garner here, ex-Forest of course, on loan. Bob finds some space in the box and does score. Another highlight here for Man City. Diaz to Bob. And it's 2-2 just like that. Didn't look offside, but don't know. Oscar Bob with a quick fire brace. And that is how you fall apart. Corner here though. And we've won a penalty. He's caught it, ref. He's caught it. It's a red card, surely. He's caught it, ref. Don't bottle it. He's given it. Cunha here will be stepping up. He's got to go, ref. It's handball. Don't know if he even got booked. He did get a yellow. Cunha now steps up. I thought I was nervous watching that slowly dink into the corner. Let's make some changes now. Alanga off for St. Maxi and Scott off for Naipan. Naipan developing a little bit here. Back in the lead. Free kick here for Man City. Garner unable to get to the ball down the line. Nice 1-2 here out wide for Johannesson, who finds Echerebi, scores in an open goal. That's a real player, supposedly. Don't know if they've got him in real life. Corner here, St. Maxi to Samu. Heads over. Let's do some final subs here. We'll get Davis off for Parisi. We'll get Cunha off for Yates, and Yates into DM. I guess we'll also rest Big Sammy for this last 5 minutes. Hopefully, do not entirely bottle this. They've only got a 1.19 XG. Oh no. Oh no. Throw in here. Man City have it in the left back position. Some good pressing from us, but they do find some space here with Garner. Centre half for City. Blasts it over. Nottm Forest. That is back-to-back home draws for us. Disappointing. Both games they're dominant in the XG department and not coming away with 3 points. Got Burnley here now away. Got to make up for it. Get a win. That does now put us 7 points off top. And it could be 8 points with Brighton having to play an extra game still. Now, another Saudi club interested in the fullback. Yeah, it's holiday free. We are going to be playing on Boxing Day here. And then we have Brighton at home, who of course are flying this year. Sad times. Should be up there. Everton beating Liverpool there. Is that Carlos Vicente? Spanish winger getting a late goal there for Everton. Looking like it wants to start Yates today, but we will go on a Dave in there. Fullbacks wanted by every Saudi club under the sun. Because we did have a little check on Williams at some point, and he was doing quite well over in Saudi. Gonna go on to attack here. And they're through. One-on-one, Dango. It's a great save from Rest. Tend to find those one-on-one chances do get squandered. Probably a higher percentage than they do in real life. Rest with a collection from the corner. Are we able to create something? No. I thought that was Aro, Old O'Brien and DM there, but that is the ladless move to Palace in real life. Didn't actually think he'd move to Palace, thought he'd move somewhere else. Or if he moved at all. I thought he'd gone to Everton, weirdly. But yeah, they certainly haven't had good depth this season, so maybe not. Burnley here going long. Parisi nodding it back to the keeper. Rest here to Murillo. Parisi now with some space. Drives down the line. Finds Alanga inside. Gone and Doof now. Switching the play to Scally. 2-on-1 down this right hand side. Gets the whip in. Alanga picking up the flicked on ball. Back in again. Cho. That is his second headed goal, I think, in a row there. Beating Gvardiol last game, and then I believe it was Sirkin maybe playing left back at the moment. For them today is Dennis Sirkin, Sunderland defender, I think, in real life. Man City drawing to Arsenal at home. Samu here, offside. It does score. He only scores offside, it seems, today. Although he did get one last game. Would have been nice to go into half time with a 2-goal cushion here, but not meant to be. Rest into Murillo. Don't want to see anything silly here. Alanga loses out, but Scott knocks it clear. Samu puts the press on. They're playing around with it here. Are they going to get burnt? Playing with fire. Seems like they've broken the press. But it's a terrible ball, and Scott here looks for Alanga. Beats his man. Smashes it in. Scott assist. All from Alanga though there. Great running from the Swede. Two-goal cushion now here. We'll look to make some changes. 70-minute mark. We're going to put Parisi over at right back. We'll actually put Davis on instead here, or actually give Grimaldo some game time. Go on and do 4 Yates. Samu again, not having the best game. Saint Maxi, 4 Cho, and Cunha for Naipan. All 5 subs happening here, 70th minute. Bit risky. I'm hoping to not see any injuries. They've gone 4-2-4. Can we punish them? Naipan. Terrible ball inside there. They break the play up, and it comes out here to, I assume, Ismail Sarr. Sarr here, beating his man. Still going, cuts in, still going. Goes out to Dango, and Malanga gives the pen away. Quite the run from Sarr, that. Can Rest make a big save for us here to keep the pressure off going into the final 10 minutes. He cannot, it's a good pen. Blasted in. Are we able to see it out? 7 minutes added. Burnley corner. Are we destined to draw every game today? Don't know how they haven't scored there. Rest palmed it down or onto the post and it come down and somehow he managed to snatch it in front of O'Brien. But there is going to be one more chance. Sambo loses out to Malanga. Bonnie here finds Grimaldo. Grimaldo driving down the wing. Finds Alanga. Alanga getting his second of the game, securing us 3 points. Certainly nervy at times. They probably should have scored just before. Both wingers getting on the score sheet today. And that does keep us 5 points off top. Brighton could go 3 points clear though with their game in hand. We've actually got 2 games in hand on most of us. Alanga want it in Saudi. Yeah, we've got Brighton here. I'm guessing this is one of their games in hand. We're gonna go ahead of everyone else with an extra game. Of course, our home form being dodgy and so far today, 2 draws. Both dominant games, but you have to take your chances. Another wonder kid signed up in Sokolov. Club certainly wanting Samu, but we're going to have to try our best here to ensure he doesn't leave. We've got 4 regens joining. I think only 3 of them of real quality. I think Mwimba is average at best. Brighton won their first game in hand. I'm guessing maybe Brighton played Monday then. So they should be tired here. Maybe not. They played on the Saturday. Big, big, big game for us here. Brighton looking like a very strong side. Scally is suspended. 2 yellow cards. Not good news. But Parisi and Grimaldo will come in. Other than that, I think on current form, Alanga has to start. But if we've got any new viewers on Twitch, drop us a follow on Twitch. Trying to get to that magical 50-month number. I think this will be the 8th or 9th day we've streamed in a row here. We're in the 4th season, so I imagine this year must be the 8th day, half a season a day, roughly. The Stupinan here cuts inside, finds Ferguson for his 16th of the season, looking like the real talent there. Of course, Forrest looking at him in real life. Highlight here, straight after the goal. Halanga looking to pick up the loose ball. Cho here, back across for Samu. Heads it over. Samu's heading ability is certainly costing us, it seems, at the moment. Brighton here. Too easy to Adingra. And Ferguson scores. They're looking at something, but not sure it's coming for us. Ferguson looking like, oh, we are get away with it. It's disallowed. Maybe Adingra there went a bit early. Gonna have to have a go here. 6 shots on target for us. Two there, one. The first game of the day also being drawn to 1 shot on target. Can the same thing happen here? It's looking more and more likely. Free kick here. Is Davis over it? Davis isn't on, so it's Grimaldo. You're big time to get his second goal. Kepper, Scott, he misses an open goal. Wow. Sometimes you do just feel cursed. Now is one of those times for sure. Let's get St. Maxi on. Let's get Nottm in at cam. Let's also get Yates in here in midfield. Gonna need these regen wingers to come in and bolster the attacking threat we have. Cunha though. Kepa makes a great save here for Brighton. Interesting to see Kepa as their first choice. Going very attacking. We're going to do our final sub here. Get, I guess, Milinkovic on at right back. Interesting one. They have another shot on target now. Pond here, raiding with 10 viewers. I hope you're well, Pond. And we've just, it's not a good time to raid though. We've just lost at home to Brighton, who were top of the league. That puts us now 8 points off top. Not too bad, Pond, mate. We won the Europa League last season, third season, and come fourth in the Prem. This season, I was hoping to be pushing for the league. Hello, Alex, mate. But yeah, we've had some interesting results. It seems like we are dominating most games, but just not. Or save. Who are you playing with, Pond? But yeah, if we've got any new viewers, if we could get some more followers, we're trying to hit that magic 50 mark. Been streaming every day for 8 days straight now. Fulham to relegate City. Interesting. Seen City here without Haaland, it seems. I don't know if he's injured. It looks like actually Haaland is gone. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. I was going to say that'd be odd. Didn't see him play against us, though. Starters United, 5 straight Champions Leagues. It don't look like I'm going to actually... I could be in danger of not qualifying here for Europe through the league phase, actually, as well. So we're down here in 17th with 10 points, and we've got 2 tough games left to finish. Yeah, our form here. So we had a nice little run at the end of November through till middle of December, but now serious question marks. I see you've moved on the save. But yeah, our front three certainly haven't been performing as good as they did last year, which is Cunha in behind Samu, and then Cho and Saint Maxi either side, although Alanga actually, you're in 2035. So yeah, 10 more seasons ahead of me? 9 more seasons ahead? Are you streaming as well, Pond? Yeah, you must be, because you raided us there with the 10 viewers. Let's see. I will give you a follow, Pond. Where are you from? I assume not UK if you've just finished your stream, unless you were doing a late one. Denver in the USA. Yeah, here are the regions that we've signed. This guy certainly not looking like the best. Silvio should have my picture, but I need to speak to one of my guys to help me set it up. You'll do late ones though, okay. I'll certainly hop in and watch if and when I'm available. Yeah, I'm streaming here from Malaysia. So yeah, time zones of course slightly different. We do have one viewer from North Carolina who we've been speaking to a fair bit the last few days. Sammy wins Player of the Month, but it wasn't enough to get all the wins that we required to be battling for that top 5. Yeah, I'll drop you a follow, Pond. Thank you for the raid, sir. Getting the viewers up today. Trying to get that magical 50 followers so I can apply for the affiliate thing. Not too sure how that actually works. But yeah, we'll keep streaming every day till we can get there. So it looks like we're going to be starting Yates today away at Wolves. Tired. Team is looking relatively tired. Did we have the young lads in? Where are the young lads that come in today? Sokolov deal got cancelled. What? Yes, Pom, that's what I'm trying to achieve. So if we've got any new viewers, if you drop us a follow right now, I'll go get the soju out of the fridge and we'll do a shot in your name. I want to see what happens here. Ah, wow, that is painful. We have signed too many foreign under 21 players, and he was certainly going to be the best option for us as well. But we need to find out where the hell this Brazilian is, and I'll have a look at that guy in 1 second. He is here. He is in the first team. He is on the bench. Let's put him straight in. Why not? Let's put the young Brazilian lads. But yeah, we're trying putting a picture on this player. Oh yeah, they are some disgusting regions. It's crazy sometimes the levels of players that come straight through at 18. If you can pick them up, like Silvio here isn't quite there, but I thought he would be good depth for us in that DM role. But I really needed the winger. The winger there is a big loss for us. And at 10 mil, I thought that was going to be a good bit of business. Looks like we lost that money as well. Money not returning to the budget. Let's get into this game here. Scally finds Naipan, who lets it run 2-1. Wolves breaking away here. Salcedo shoots off the bar and the post. Quite the strike. Looks like possession-wise, we're holding our own in the first 10 minutes here, but not creating much. Could we see something happen here? St. Maxi into Scally. Scally to whip it to the back post. Samu, Cunha. Oh, can't win either header there. Milinkovic now taking Chong out. True Dark. I think, yeah, it's not. If you don't really go into it in too much depth, I don't really play too sweaty, I would say. See, I don't think it's overly. There's certain key elements that you need to know. But yeah, once you've sort of got the ground basis down, you should be a way to just fly through even non-league saves and stuff like that. I think we will be starting a non-league save here soon. Parisi on the left wing. Can he find the sweat? Samu picks up the second ball. I am a Forest fan. Big game for us. Is it tonight at 4 a.m.? I always forget what days it is. Of course, being away, it is always a bit awkward. But yeah, 4 a.m. Man City. I think it's tonight. Pretty sure it's tonight. So I'll be getting up at 4 a.m. to watch the game. Of course, I've got my fire stick, as the Millwall fans would chant. You do need to get Parisi off here, as he's picked up a knock. But yeah, I have been to the City ground this season. I went to the Wolves game before coming away. Yeah, up the mighty Forest, hoping that Man City continue their lovely, lovely form tonight, and we can see Pep scratching his head a little bit more. It would be nice. Get into half time here. We forgot to take Parisi off. We've been chatting away. But yeah, we will get Davis on here. The new lad in DM seeming to settle in okay. Just ask for a bit more for the fans. I don't think so, Pond. Obviously, after our start, we've had a little bit of a wobble. A few poor performances, even against Ipswich. We weren't our best. We started quite well, but then for that last, say, 20 minutes of the half, Alanga there, eighth goal of the season. Yeah, against Ipswich, we started really strong, and then I thought we sort of dropped off, didn't look as good, and luckily got that pen, Jota Silva, Jota the Slaughter, certainly looking like an improvement on Alanga. At least he works hard, and helps defensively. Obviously Cho and Alanga, not known for their defensive capabilities, but yeah, being this high in the table is a shock. And Chris Wood is obviously on fire, and it's beautiful to see. Yeah, my mates are sick of me messaging him about Chris Wood, to say the least. We're going to bring Tabas in here. Don't know why we're going to be. See, I really needed that winger in. Would have really helped me out at the moment. But yeah, if we can get a follow from any of the new viewers on Twitch, we'll go get the soju out and we'll do a shot in your name. Chan here, potentially grabbing one back. Archie Gray fan, yeah. He definitely does look like a good young talent. And yeah, a bit annoying that Spurs have picked him up and are just using him as a fullback. Bit of an interesting one. Hoping here we can hold out 8 minutes of that at a time. St. Maxi to whip it in. Milinkovic secures the 3 points. St. Maxi Yeah, I've done quite a few different saves on this FM. Cheers, Pond, mate. All the best. Pond, thank you for the follow, mate. We'll do a shot shortly in your name. Yeah, have a good night's sleep. Good result for us there in the end. It might be the second game in a row where it's been nervy and we've scored an injury time winner to secure the 3 points. Certainly in a recent game that also happened. But yeah, while we grab the soju, we're going on holiday to the next game. 2 seconds. Yo! Brentford in the FA Cup third round here have unfortunately already gone out. This one's for Ponds. We've still got a little bit of the Mandarin Orange Soju left. That's all we have at the moment. I do not want to get too heavy on the drinks today, so I'm going to be getting up at 4 a.m. for that Forest game. Which, yeah, I'm pretty confident is tonight 4 a.m., not tomorrow 4 a.m. Wednesday today. So yeah, I think that's the case. This one's for Ponds, first follower of today. Oh, beautiful stuff. Looks like we've got some transfer offers here. We're not going to be loaning Bonnie out. Everyone wants Bonnie on loan. I'd have to sell him if anything. We've got West Brom or Villa in the next round. Grimaldo is unhappy, thinks he's not played enough, but I have tried to ensure that he's played. But yeah, certainly not a happy bunny, it seems. Morato also not happy. Everyone's unhappy. This is going to maybe affect our form, which isn't great anyway. So maybe it could be a good thing that everyone's mad. Corner Doof in here with Alex Scott in midfield. I think we're actually going to give Naipan the nod here over Cunha. Cunha not having the best season so far. The wingers certainly help us in the goals department. So let's give Naipan a start there, see if he can help us turn the tides. We are coming up on an hour live here. Going to be live for 5 hours today, hopefully getting for a good chunk of the season. If we go out of Europe, then certainly we'll be over a whole lot quicker than if we don't, of course. But hoping we can get at least a win out of our last 2 games. I think we have Inter Milan and Atlanta left to play. So 2 tough games. It may be that 10 points is enough anyway. But obviously that is yet to be seen. Cisse here. Brentford taking an early lead. I probably should have rotated actually as we are playing a cup game here, but we forgot. Sad. Scally here with the throw in. Looks for Naipan. Corner Doof now. Down the line for Scally. Can he whip it? Whips it in. Alanga. Keeper beats him to it. Highlight continues here. That wasn't the chance. Mbuemo loses out to Davis at Naipan. Collects the ball for us here. Alanga on the left wing, keeping possession with Davis. Gorna Doof now finds Samu. The ball was on there for whoever's on the right wing. Scally, though, puts it wide. Oh, yeah. The sweating ability of the club seems to have disappeared. Where are the sweats? We want to see more sweats. Not much else happening here in the first half. Dominating possession. Who is MC say? Mustafa. Gonna dig into the players here at half time. And Cho has picked up an injury, so we'll get St. Maxi on in his place. Are we going to be able to create some chances here? Or are we having early exit in both the FA Cup and Carabao Cup this year? We lost to Spurs in our last game of yesterday's stream in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Going to do into Naipan, turns, slots it home. Maybe showing that it was a good decision there to put him in over Cunha, and we'll now get Cunha on the wing. Hoping maybe from the bench Cunha can get off to a good start here. St. Maxi, Samu gets the loose ball back to Cunha. Cunha, there we go. Come on. Maybe we need to get Cunha on off the bench a little bit here to get his form rocking and rolling. Coming into an important period soon with the 2 Champions League games. Gorna Dufir looking tired, also Scally. We'll get the young Brazilian on, Silvio. We'll also get Milinkovic on at right back, which of course isn't ideal. But if we've got any of Pond's viewers here, drop us a follow. We'll also have a soju in your name. Oh, it's a lovely strike there. I think that was from Cunha. Comes back off the post. Looking like should hopefully be safe here unless the keeper collects his corner. Milinkovic. Oh. Another highlight here, which is nervy. Brentford looking to come back after being 1-0 up. Just Scott here to Bonnie. Puts it wide. He was offside anyway. We do get through the FA Cup there, most likely facing Villa in the next round. Unless West Brom were able to do anything. They were at home, West Brom. No, they got battered by Villa 4-1. Brighton concentrating on the league this season, it seems. Other than that, doesn't look like there's any too shocking results here. Spurs drawing to Huddersfield, maybe. Of course, Spurs buying Gibbs White off us for just shy of 70 million. We didn't want to sell him, but we also couldn't really say no to 70 million. Dortmund here in for Alanga, offering 48.5 million. We're going to be rejecting this offer, especially now we're unable to sign any more wonder kids and we are struggling for homegrown at club. Save people's legs here, rested for 1 day, holiday to this next game at home to Luton, certainly into the second half of the season now. Squad unhappy with the treatment of Grimaldo. Problem is, Parisi at left back has played quite well, and also it's hard when Davis also gets the assist in at left back, it seems. when he plays. Man City, they're beating United. We are now quite far off top. So it looks like we maybe will be battling for top four and going into our fifth and final season. If we do make it our final season, we could maybe do some more, of course. Nothing set in stone. We're going to start scouting camp. We're going to do for Sangare back today. But yeah, we were looking to do 5 seasons and then maybe start a non-league save in either Vanarama, North or South, potentially the Prem. Those North and South leagues can be quite painful with only one promotion, or one automatic at least. But yeah, been a while since I've done a non-league save, maybe since last FN. But if we've got any new viewers, drop us a follow. We'll do a soju shot in your name. We've got Mandarin Orange here. We've got probably enough for another 2 or 3 shots, so then maybe we'll get a new bottle in for tomorrow's stream. St. Maxi getting us off to a great start here. We're going to go on to attacking anyway. We need to improve our goal difference to guarantee us this top 4 slot. First shot for us here today. McAtee here, over the top. Murillo, though, heads clear, and Scott completes the clearance. Busquets now. I'm assuming that is Busquets' brother. Lockyer out to McAtee. McAtee looking to take on Davis. Sends it back to Gribic, though, in goal for Luton, sorry, here. Davis loses out, can't nick it, and they come through here midfield. It's a great ball to Brown. It's very questionable defending there. Very questionable defending and potentially even keeping. Both shots on target going in so far. The keeper has an absolute mare there for Luton, but we can't capitalise. Davis now has it on the left wing. Finds Gorna Doof, comes inside, shoots and scores. Davis getting the assist there. Second choice left back. Straight into another highlight here. Alanga for Scott. Mourinho wins it though, but Alanga off the bar it looks like. Wanna have fun. St. Maxi delivers. Sangare. Oh, sad. Liverpool beating Chelsea here today, which I think is probably a better result for us overall. Chelsea were closer to us, although I have to have a look after the game. Hopefully, though, we do manage to get the win here today at home to Luton. We managed to draw with them away. Maxi here should get a second. It's a great dink. Yes. Come on. Lovely little dink that. And this is our 8th day straight streaming this Forest save. We're into our halfway through our 4th season. Should be pushing for the top, but unfortunately it looks like with some poor draws at home, we're going to be just looking to get the Champions League spot again this season. And we did lose out on one of the Regen Wonder kids that we wanted to sign. Cool. It's a lovely volley there from Alanga. Didn't think that was going to get through to him. And also, yeah, if we do know anyone that's looking for a digger, do have a digger here. Whoa. St. Maxi with a free kick. Looking for the hat trick. Liverpool looking like they are going to win at home to Chelsea. Samu here. For Scott to Scally. They've knocked a Langer over there, close to being in the box. Not too sure if anyone saw the Penn Liverpool giveaway the other week. I think it was to Leicester. I'm not sure that was in the box. VAR trying to help Dan Coop out in the media. St. Maxi completing the hat trick. We need to do some subs here. Let's get Scally off. Actually, we don't really have right back options at the moment. Peresi being our backup right back injured. But we'll get Grimaldo in, get the new young lad in, Yatesy, Naipan, and we'll get Anderson on for St. Maxi after his hat trick. Let him have it off. The rest of the afternoon off. 5-1 here now. Hopefully not to pick up an injury. Doing all 5 subs quite early. We're not afraid sometimes to do that. But this is more of what I was hoping to see in the earlier home games today. We certainly had the chances but could not just put it away. I think we were saving all the goals for this game. Gribic there, collected nice and easy. He's looking to play out. Nope. He goes long for Chong, who knocks it down to Morris. Morris here shoots, it's gone over. Not a bad play from Luton there. Corner for us late on. Grimaldo to whip it in. Grimaldo back to Naipan. Silvio. Ah, hits the bar. We haven't got a picture of Silvio. We've tried to put our own picture in for him, but that's not worked. We're going to have another look at that at some point. Grimaldo for Scally. Fullback to fullback. Nods in for the 6-1 win at home here. We must have Europe soon. Or the digger has broken in half. That puts us into third, but Chelsea do have a game in hand, sorry. Yeah, it certainly was better for us to see Liverpool win that game. That puts us 6 points off top. Could be 8 points though, with Brighton having a game in hand. Everyone's unhappy at the moment. They're just hoping to get through this period. We've got a week off, so we're going to holiday here through to this next game, and I'm just going to pop to the loo quickly, and then we'll be back for this away game to Everton. Everton are down in 9th, doing not too poorly actually. Thought they were going to be doing worse than that. But yeah, let's holiday, pop to a loo quickly, and then we'll be back for that game. Right, let's just have a quick look through. So we've got a loan offer here for a young lad. We'll let him go to get some game time. Parisi unhappy. He certainly has near enough started every game. Certainly do not need Dele back. Weren't able to sell him, sadly. Everyone's unhappy. We've got issues. Big issues here at the club. I can't open the mints. Even using my teeth. Let's get into this away game at Everton. Bringing no keeper on the bench, although it has come to bite us a few times this year. Yeah, we're going to be starting with this 11. Don't think we need to make any changes there today, and that's why I found the thing to open the mints. There's a lot of little things to manage. Yes and no, like as I say, once you've gone through a save, then you'll sort of just know what you're doing, you can sort of fly through it. But yeah, it does take some hours. I've been streaming on for like five hours a day. At minimum, I think I did do an 8-hour day, but 8 days straight, and we're only in season 4. But there is other bits that I haven't really shown on today's stream, like train and things like that. I don't do that. I just hand it to the assistant, but some people take it seriously. But yeah, there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube. Other than just sort of managing the contracts, I almost play Alanga. You almost play a bit like director of football, almost. Was it onside? I think so. I'm pretty sure it was. Happy days. Be a big result for us here if we can get the win away from home. Pongrasic, Braithwaite playing it right back today. Braithwaite. Scott nicks it. Scott a score. Alex Scott nicking the ball, going through and getting us 2-0 here up way. Ooh. Cunha inside, blocked, comes to Scally. We're battering them. Battering Everton here, 3-0 after 25 minutes. Scally with the third from right back. Not sure if you're following True Dark. If you aren't, drop us a follow. Trying to get to that magical 50 followers. We're almost halfway now. I'm not sure. I think you may have already followed. Can't remember. Spamming in the Mento Pure Fresh mint here. Strawberry flavour. Nice little touch. Alanga down the right wing. Comes back to Scally. The space on the edge. Dings it to Samu though. Unable to win it. Gornadoof. Back to Davis. Davis to the byline. Sweats it. Scott. Brace life for Alex Scott. Thank you next, he says. we're certainly not out of the running for the Premier League this year if we go on a bit of a mad run. Parrott here with the free kick. Calvert-Lewin flicks it on, but Rest catches. Just going to make a change here. Get the young Silvio on at DM. Hoping I can fix his picture out at some point. If G appears in the chat, then we'll try and get that fixed for next stream. If not, I may just delete that stuff for now, so we can have his regen face. Morello here at the back. Across to his partner Milinkovic. Sangare now. Terrible ball. Braithwaite steals it. We should have collected possession back there, but they do manage to come forward with Parrott. Parrott again. Allowed to continue. Calvert-Lewin sneaks in the rebounds, and if we score again, starts getting nervy for us. Gonna put Milinkovic across the right back here. Get St. Maxi on, and we'll also give Bonnie some minutes here. Because Samu not had the best of games. Scott here picked up a knock late on. So we'll get Naipan in at cam. Everton with a late corner. Headed clear. Weigel to Braithwaite. Niakite, ex-Forest. Got the long throw, Niakite. Calvert-Lewin gets it to Ibrahim in behind. Easy goal for Ibrahim Osman there. I assume nothing to do with Leon Osman. But we get the great deserved 4-2 win there. Away at Everton. Putting us 6 points off top with 15 left to play, so still all to play for. Now we do have Inter midweek, and we're going to be missing Scott. Nuri Sahin, manager at Dortmund, keeping his eye on Alanga. Right, let's holiday through. Keep trying to fly through the games. Want to be close to finishing the season today if we can. Do you actually have the game, True Dark? If you're still here, True Dark, do you have the game? Or are you just thinking about it? Obviously, it's quite late. Don't know if they made it quite cheap due to a new game coming out in what, supposedly 3 months' time. Yeah. I'm not actually sure if I'm going to buy the new FM, with it being basically changed to console from how I understand it. But I will certainly, of course, watch some YouTube players and then make my mind up that way. Because yeah, it is looking like it's going to be completely changed just to purely accommodate console players. Although, that's what I mean, I don't know. Alright, true, yeah, I mean, I've actually never done a MLS save on it because of the whole draft scenario. I think I have attempted to, but I give up because I have no idea what's going on. Like, I used to play a WWE game like Wrestling 2007 back in the day, and the draft system for that was a little bit easier. Away it into here. But yeah, I don't think you need to know too much about soccer to play. You could do a few games where if you turn when you start up and you go on the advanced settings, you can turn off attribute masking, so you don't need to scout people. Like, well, you do still need to scout them to see their positive and negative mental attributes as such, but just actually see their stats, you don't actually then need to scout them to see that. But other than really picking your squad and just making sure that you've got your training mentor and set up on the training tab, I don't think there's anything too important. Like I have my staff set to rehire all staff roles. Normally, if you know, obviously you're developing a club, the money that your club has just increases the quality of staff you have naturally. So I do occasionally go through and hire the odd staff member, but it's more just about the games for me. Looks like oh, Sangare there attempting absolute cheeky overhead kick. St. Maxi now to whip in the result corner. Sangare coming close again. Who's in goal for Inter today? Samu? Was he onside? Was he? Hope so. Didn't look like he was. I'm rewatching it back on my phone now. Or maybe he was. The other lad was off. Yes. 1-0 away into here. Straight into a highlight for them. They've gone short. So Rooney Badelj continues his run. Oh, it's a great block. Alright, must have hit their own player. Happy days. They're playing a 4-2-4. We have normally done quite well against 4-2-4s, but we'll touch wood here. Looks like they are quite tired here today. Maybe they played on the Sunday and we had a Saturday game. We're going to tell them we don't want to see any complacency. Sangari didn't like that for some reason. St. Maxi here. Into Scally. 1-2s. Cunha now with a bit of space. Breaking away. Going all the way. And scoring. Boom. Cunha, 10th goal of the season. Starting to see some improvement in the form of Cunha. Big, big, big to see. But yeah, if we've got any new viewers, drop us a follow. We've got some soju, and we'll do a shot in your name live on cam here. This could here secure our qualification through the league phase. I don't think we're going to get top 8, unfortunately. I think we played it a bit casual in a few of the easier games, costing us. Okay, we've spoken too soon. Commentator cursed herself again here. 2-1, still plenty of time for Inter to get another one. We need to make some subs. We'll get Davis off here for Grimaldo. Alanga not having the best game. Cunha also looking a little bit tired. I think we'll get fresh legs in midfield with Yatesy. Yatesy, Forest through and through, and our only homegrown at club player. Naipan will be homegrown at club come the end of the season. Can we get the result? 2-1, injury time, just left to play. Let's do one final sub here to waste some time right on the cusp of the end of the game. Boom. Great result there. Away at Inter. As I was saying, securing us that qualification. We are actually joint on points here with all of these teams. So it's quite unlikely, though. We have the worst goal difference out of the lot, losing 4-0 to Marseille. Probably costing us there. And we did actually have good chances against Marseille. FA Cup weekend here as well. Villa away. We might fully rotate here to try and concentrate on potentially getting the top 8, but I don't know. All the fullbacks unhappy at the moment. I think the assistant is leaving Parisi out here due to his unhappiness. But yeah, even with these, seems like since people have been unhappy, we've actually played better. Maybe we just need to keep people unhappy. We will look to play here, fully rotated side. I'm hoping Haribo is back. Haribo, the first wonder kid that we signed on the save. Maybe not a wonder kid, to be fair. First solid youngster that we signed with international caps over in Denmark, I think. Wolves here picking up an important win for them to keep them fighting down there at the bottom. Away at Leeds, big result for them. Alright, Parasi actually has been injured. Don't you just love it when players cry about not playing when they're actually just injured? We're going fully rotated here in the FA Cup. I think we're looking here to focus on Champions League and the league this season. Looking like we should be confident of qualifying for Champions League. We've got a new follower here, True Dark, with the follow. We'll get this game underway. Let's reach for the shot glass. It's a big shot glass. We conceded though instantly with a B team out in the cup. But yeah, True Dark, if you do get a game and you need you want to ask any questions specifically, drop me a message on Twitch or come into the stream. Should be streaming near enough every single day. But yeah, here is the shot for you, True. Ooh. Drank a fair bit of soju in these. What are we up to? Our 23 followers. We're close to halfway to our 50 goal. Yeah, I think that's our 4th bottle. So nearly 4 bottles. Guess it works out at about 6 shots a bottle. That's not good news. But thank you, True. We are now an hour and a half into the stream. Gonna be streaming for 5 hours, trying to get through as far as possible in this season. Looks like we're going to be struggling here in the FA Cup, away at Villa. Further full B team out, but they have gone. I think that was onside, 2-1 up, just before half time. Silvio here picking up a knock. They have gone 2-1 up. We'll get through to half time. May as well here. We're only 30 seconds away, maybe less. Could we have a chance though? Davis down the left side. Back to Silvio. Loses out. That was the end there. Pointless highlight to end. Let's get Silvio here off for Sangare. And yeah, the winger's not playing well at all. Let's get Langer on. Actually, no, let's get Saint Maxi on. We will be looking to move Saint Maxi on here at the end of the season due to the age and assigning him on a free, doing quite well. So we want to try and cash in while we can. Hopefully that Serbian winger is still available for a reasonable off the bar there after deflection. Somewhat reasonable price. Did have a bid accepted for 6.5. Screwed the contract up, and then we had to go and offer it at 9.5. And then we'd already signed too many non-EU players or foreign players under 21. And a few of the lads we did sign were not really at the level. We just signed them because they were so cheap. Davis here, not playing the best. Get Grimaldo on. Get Scally on. Let's go attacking here. It's 3-0 anyway, but I'll play Murillo over a bit in DM here. Why not? He's got the ability. Villa here with a throw in the corner. Cash finds Anana. Back to Cash. Comes inside. Lays off to Consa. Plenty of space. Comes out to Amiga. Onana. Beating his man. Getting to the byline. Cutting it back to the edge for Cash. Villa here. Not wanting to shoot, it seems. Trying to play their way into the goal. Byline cross here. Oh, headed over. Looks like we have gone out in the fourth round of the FA Cup here. 2 Villa, tough draw. We did play a full rotated side to try and get some minutes in people's legs. We've got an important Champions League game here on the Tuesday following. We certainly need to look at bringing in a regen striker. Sporting here. 30 mil bid for Morato. Certainly replaceable. I don't want to be paying 16k of his wages, so I'm going to reject it. I'm going to tell him the finances weren't right. I'm happy to take 35 mil. Going to lower his expectations down there just to try and get a deal going. Looks like my brother has got some chicken wings in. My brother is also out in Asia, but not here in Malaysia. But yeah, the weather here today, a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday it was torrential rain for a good few hours. Yeah, nice to see a bit of cloudy-ish sunshine, I'd say, is what it's like here in the capital. If you're coming to Malaysia and you want a beach holiday, go to Langkawi. Absolutely beautiful island, beautiful people, and it's duty-free. It's a duty-free shop, so you can get like a bottle of whatever. I bought a bottle of Jack Daniels, and it was like £9 or something ridiculous, a litre bottle. So yeah, Langkawi, the spot over here in Malaysia. If I come back to Malaysia, I'll certainly be stopping it in Langkawi. I actually am coming back to Malaysia just after Christmas. But yeah, it won't be for a little while, of course. And I'm not sure, but maybe like the next time I come to Asia, I'll go to Langkawi. But so have we got in? The new young lad is in. What's this Premier League? This is Champions League, Reg. Everyone's in, other than Harbo. Guessing I swapped Harbo for Silvio. Confirm that for now, but I think if we sell Morato, then Harbo will be back in. Meslier has moved over to West Ham. I think we just caught a glimpse of. But let's get into this final Champions League phase game. We're going to be happy with this 11 here. Gorna Doof showing a little bit of improvement. Quite a cheap deal at 17 mil. Who's he wanted by? Probably Saudi. Yeah. Saudi clubs, an absolute nuisance on this game these days. Causing your players to be upset all the time. Gonna go attacking here, home to Atlanta. They're playing 5 at the back. Looks like they got Kirkes from Bournemouth at left back. Looking like a very good left back there. Still got Scalvini. And got Skriniar. Cunha. Yeah, Skriniar makes the challenge and it falls to Samu. You just downloaded the demo. So when you press new save, I would press advanced settings, select the leagues you want. You don't necessarily need that many leagues selected, depending on, of course, how good your PC is. But yeah, if you're like wanting to do Prem, maybe just have the top 5 leagues selected. So that would, of course, be Italy, Germany, Spain, France, and England. And then maybe if you want another league on, you could have Netherlands or a couple other leagues like that where the players develop well. And then maybe have it on a medium database size. Fingare, great save. I don't know if it maybe would have made you select the team already or not. That's a bit that always frustrates me. Sometimes I accidentally start a save and then I've already picked a team somehow, and it's not the team I want to be. That is a pain. And then when you get through to the once you've selected your team and you've loaded actually in, you'll need to do a media interview, which if you just spam the left button is fine, or second left, both of those are fine. Intra-squad friendly is a little bit annoying. I tend to just holiday over that and let the assistant sort it out. And then you want to go to staff responsibilities. That's where you can basically select your staff to do everything for you. And I can show you that after this game, where the staff responsibilities page is. And that saves you having to offer staff contracts and things like that. Scamacca here. Oh, it's a big save from Rest. Look to make some changes here. Grimaldo on. Yates on. And Naipan on. Yeah, the tutorial can be quite helpful. I mean, it'll make you set up set pieces as well, which is a little bit of a pain. But there is an OP tactic for the corners. Basically, you want to put it in at the near post as an in swinger. But yeah, well, let me know, Drew, what league are you doing? What team are you decided to be? And did you have first transfer window on or off? That's a big one. I tend to always have first window off. sort of just, I'd say that makes the game a little bit tougher. If not, I think it can be a bit easy. As of course, you just sell all the players that maybe have God in real life, and then just pick up wonder kids straight away from the start. Yeah, the first. So yeah, I imagine it probably has first window off normally. So you might literally just need to get into the season and start playing, and then obviously, oh, I think I've given a pen away there. As you see, I don't really do too much between games. I'm just holidaying. But yeah, I'll show you where the staff responsibilities are after this. Atlanta there with a good chance. Squandered though. Yeah, MLS I think is quite complicated as well. I know my uncle plays FM and he was doing an MLS one. He gave up after a year, and he plays a lot. He probably plays a little bit more than me, and I play a lot. I reckon I'm close. So let me have a look on my Steam, see how many hours I'm up to on this FM. Of course, this FM now being out for quite some time, but I have stopped playing it since I've been away until the save, and I did a little save in Thailand. But yeah, I'm up to 1,250 hours on this FM. So yeah, over 1,000 hours. And even I do really the bare minimum. So a couple pages there. Yeah, that's what I mean. And I haven't really played much for the last 3 months, and I've already got 1,250 hours. Let's have a look at the last FM. The last FM I got 1,150. The one before 1,040. The one before that only 500. But the one before that I got 1,000 again. So we must have had an off year for one season on the FM. Yeah, probably in all, I've probably got 10,000 hours, I reckon, across all Football Manager games. If we're talking FIFA as well, when I was younger, I played a lot of FIFA, but that was a while ago. So yeah, a couple bits that you want to probably make sure that you have sorted. On the training tab here, I would say it's 100% worth having your assistant here. So it might start like this. You just delegate it there, or you can select who you delegate it to, but assistant is normally the best man to, of course, give that to. Then on the mentoring tab here, you just want to come here and press ask assistant. Occasionally it will prompt you to change things here, so I'll just go back and just hit this button, ask assistant, and then staff. You want to go staff and then responsibilities and go to staff here. And then literally I've just delegated everything here to either director of football or managing director. I've just pressed delegate and let it automatically select who it thinks is best. Same on contracts, all set up, 2 staff members. So that means you don't need to offer any of your staff contracts. The owner, director of football, or technical director will hire new staff. And as you see, I'm not far off the best. I think I probably could have the best by now. But to be honest, I think 4th best in the Prem here, 3rd best, across most of it is going to be good enough. I normally just look at hiring the head of youth development as a key part, which I hired a 2018-18. So yeah, other than that, I'd say important things. I'd say get stuck in is quite important, and just really having your tempo higher and your passing direction shorter. Other than that, I do normally have some other bits on, but this save I've just tended to keep it quite simple. Play out from the back, work ball into box, and run at defence. I was playing Pass into Space before, but I wasn't finding that to be working great. So obviously, Gegenpress, OP, and then yeah, the set piece thing I was telling you about, the corner on attack, it looks something like this. Aerial threats, you want A1 attack near post, A2 lurk and far, A3 attack far post, and then B1 mark keeper. The key thing here being in swinger and aim for near post. Not too sure if any of this overly matters. Actually, yeah, C1 come short matters. You definitely want someone to come short. It just means that it drags someone defending the near post out, so your main threat can then, have an easier header on the ball. Sangare certainly scoring a few goals for us in that role. I'd say that's really the key things that you need to know. Trying to think if there's anything else I do at the start of a save. It's quite good to have a second tactic set up, just because gives them something else to train. But again, I don't think that's overly important. I've actually started changing this now to no pitch on the rest tab on training. We're swapping it to no pitch or gym, no pitch or gym, all the way up till full, and we've dropped this down. I think it starts on normal or double. We've dropped it to half. I think this reduces the amount of training injuries significantly, or so I'm told. I don't know if it's really true, but there was a big streamer or the FM World Cup or whatever, and the top 4 teams seem to have that selected according to someone who's gone through what happened there. And yeah, they certainly used that corner tactic. I'm not too sure really what the MLS is like. I don't know if that league does it split. There's like 6 different cups or something in there in MLS. But it looks like we are coming to the end of the window here. Saudi will probably bid for our players once we're past the end of the window, as they always do. It's never a nice time when they come in for your players because they offer, well, other than the fact they offer good money. See here now, Al Hilal want Bast. They want the whole team, causing me issues. I do tend to play a lot of FM with friends as well. Do like duo saves, online saves. Me and my uncle have done some. Me and my uncle do like a Belgium save where he's Club Bruges, Cercle Bruges. I think that's always quite a fun one to do. Well, if you got the game for free, true. It's not too. Don't stress about it too much. Just enjoy yourself as much as you can. Grimaldo's asking to leave. Wonder if we'll actually be able to sell him or not. Don't think we will, but let's give Saint Maxi the start here. Swapping these over. Yeah, it might be that the new FM is more suited for you because it seems like it might be much more simpler, like sort of the phone version. I don't know if you would have ever played the phone version either, but the phone version is so easy. Cho here, driving forward against his former club. Cuts back, delivers to the back post. Samu! Samu! Oh, they're looking at offside. No worries, mate. anytime. Pity I don't know much about the MLS. If not, I could maybe be of more assistance. But Nottingham never played the MLS. It's a scary league. I assume you need like a lot of homegrown players in that league as well. If I was going to play a save in MLS, I would just look to try and sign old boys like the American teams do. Parassi here with a corner. Whips it in. Sangare at the near post. James here with the throw deep into our half. Fine verts into Enzo Fernandez. Comes inside. Shoots from range. Oh, it was dipping. It's dipping, but goes wide. I bet Florian Verts looks like quite the player. Ugh. Disgusting baller, that guy. Cho here delivers into the box. Enzo Fernandez heavers away, but we should be calm here under possession. St. Maxi looking to drive down the wing. Loses out to Verts though. Trincao finds Enzo on the inside. We're pressing. Can they break the press? James here. Caicedo just tries to switch the play to Sterling, who comes back inside again. Pulling us from pillar to post here now. Trincao shoots, but that was poor. Poor strike there. I didn't actually check to see if we got in the top 8 of the Champions League or not. I assume we didn't. Or Cunha off the bar. Unlucky. Cho there, chopping for Fana. We like to see it. Coming up to 2 hours on the stream today. We're going for 3 more hours. 5 or just over 5 hours. Scally playing well, so a bit nervous about taking him off. He is tired, so we will have to do that soon. Chilwell with the throw to Felix. Gets the ball back. Can we nick it? No. Chilwell continues. Comfortable save for rest. Chelsea playing a 4-4-2 here, interestingly. St. Maxi to deliver the cross. Sangare! That's why you play that corner tactic. True, if you're still here. That's it, true. You need that in-swinger, near post, marking the keeper, and someone coming short just to drag the near post defender away. And it will get you, I reckon, at least 5 to 10 goals a season. I think that was Sangare's 5th, and he maybe scored 1 or 2 others. Morning. It's not the morning for me, mate, in Malaysia, but it's good to see you. And it is what? It's now 8:45 in the UK if you're from the UK. How are you? We're going to do a shot here for you. Channel, I'm not sure how I say this, Nottinus. Disallowed Chelsea goal there, good for us. I need to do some subs. We've paused it. I think we've got maybe one more shot. You're on the beers again on a Wednesday. Call your channel. Yeah, mate, no worries. Up the channel, this shot is for you. Just check it. We've got a shot, I'll show you what it's on as well. We've got the soju, mandarin orange. I think we've got one more shot left today. But yeah, I'll be getting up for the Forest game tonight. Painful for me here in Malaysia to watch the Prem games midweek especially. Oh, right, let's make these subs quickly. We're going to put Milinkovic in at right back just so we can actually make these changes here. Should be comfortable, hopefully. Young Brazilian lad on. Go on a Dufon. And we'll get Cho off here for a Langer. All 5 subs late on here. December is beer month. It certainly is. It's time for that Christmas spirit. I'll be spending Christmas in Bali this year, channel. My first time not being at home for Christmas, so it will be different. We have booked into a restaurant for Christmas Day, though. It looks quite good. Pigs in blankets on the menu. That was my only request for the selection, is that we find somewhere with pigs in blankets. And yeah, my brother's done it. He's in Bali. I'm going to meet him for Christmas. And I'm looking forward to having a roast dinner. It's been a while. I haven't had a roast dinner since I was in Thailand. It was a really good roast dinner that I had, though. I have to say that. Right, does someone... I've got some unhappy players here. Did we want to try and get rid of Morato? Like, Morato is wanted only by VDG on loan now. All my fullbacks are wanted by Saudi. Corner Doof is wanted by Saudi. Alanga wanted by British clubs in Saudi. Anderson wanted by Leicester. Interesting. Anderson certainly a player who we're going to be looking to move on. Same with Bonnie. Now he's only worth 16.5. I think, yeah, we're going to have to try sell him at the end of the season, I guess. We've got no money. But yeah, we are now 2 hours in, basically, into the stream, 30 seconds away. Got 3 new followers today. Massive. We're 1 away from being halfway to our target of 50 followers. And we've got 1 shot left of soju. Maybe if we get an influx, maybe we'll go buy another bottle, pop to the shops just downstairs. We could take a quick 10-minute break and get another bottle in. I suppose it would help me get to sleep before waking up for the Forest win tonight against Man City. I think it's at the Etihad. But yeah, hoping to see a good performance out of us and Man City continue their horrendous form. Looks like there's some mulled youngsters here, available quite cheap. Wonder Kids, of course, now starting to fly through thick and fast, being 4th season. But yeah, once we get past this, some offers for Samu. Don't like to see that. Dortmund in for Scally as well. Certainly going to be rejecting both of these offers. Really would like to get Samu on a new deal here. Need that wanted tab to fall off Samu so we can get him a new deal in. If not, we will be a bit nervy the whole time while he's still only got 3 years. They're coming straight back in with an 81 million offer. Sorry, lads. We didn't also look. Did we get top 8? No, we didn't. I'm not surprised. We probably should have done. Goal difference stopping us from getting that top 8. That's sad. Considering we lost, we got battered by Monaco, drew to Bayern. We did actually win that game. What's the game that cost us, really? It is maybe that Bayern draw where they scored 87th. Or the Marseille batter. And if we didn't get battered by Marseille, then we probably would have been fine. Your birthday is on Christmas Day, channel. That's a bit of a painful one, that, because you do tend to, I assume, get the old double present. This is for your birthday and for Christmas. It's a stitch up. My birthday is perfectly in the middle of the year. I think 1 day off the longest day of the year. June 23rd, my birthday is. So yeah, I know you know that pain of getting the double present. Maybe we're drawing Wolfsburg here, not a bad draw. Maybe you don't mind it. Maybe you've got some big presents in the past because the double. But yeah, I know someone that's got their birthday like maybe a week after Christmas, so just into the new year, and they always get the double. Bayern really wanted Samu here, offering 99 million, but yeah, we're still no chance of accepting that. If we sold Samu here on deadline day, we would be screwed. We're gonna send him home. Late night after hours perks. Yeah, I suppose it's just even more reason to get absolutely battered. Not a bad offer from Fulham here for Morato. 38 million, although of course a big chunk of it in instalments. Bayern now wants Scally as well. We're restricting that. We can't be selling anyone on deadline day here. Maybe if they come in a week or two ago, then we could have done some talking. Probably not for Samu or Scally, to be fair, but other players. But yeah, we are now getting through this window, and then we can start hopefully flying through the season, drawing Wolfsburg in the Champions League knockout round. 150 beers on Christmas Day, and then next hits. What does next hits mean? Does that mean you're going to next for the Boxing Day sale? The Boxing Day sale at next. Is that what you're talking about? I do actually. One of my ex-misses. No, next day, yeah, yeah. Makes more sense when the in the next Boxing Day sale or whatever. But yeah, I used to date this girl and should go to the next Boxing Day sale. Yeah, I mean, I tend to get up quite early just because normally when we're at Christmas time, we all go around one of our family members, so I feel a bit rude if I just lay in. But boxes for a five, yeah, to be fair, actually, I think thinking back, what she used to do is she used to go online and reserve loads of it, and then she'd just return a whole chunk of it. Fair play to her. But yeah, that was interesting times. I've not been drinking too much out here. It's not actually that cheap here in Malaysia to drink. It's much better in Thailand. Yeah, true. I've definitely seen some interesting courses taken by players. Like when we started this save, it made me send Bolly on a course. I had to send Bolly on a course. Sorry, it's reading the other message there. To send Bolly on a course, but he can definitely speak English. I've seen him in interviews speak English, like to a decent level, so I don't really know what's going on there. Bit harsh, I think, on old Willy Bolly. Yeah, yeah, no, not no longer with that girl. That was when I was a bit younger. That's why I'm out here in Asia, mate, traveling. Yeah, I remember she was on it big time on the reserve. So yeah, if I see her around town, I'll let her know that you're fuming, mate. Big game here. At home to Arsenal. Cunha with a free kick. Oh, it's a great save from Raya. Silvio across to Debast. Gonna do Pirassi with a ball. Samu. Don't even get to see that chance. Rest here. Milinkovic. We're looking to play out from the back. Scally to Cho. Finds Gonadoof inside. Looking for the switch. Samu does find the switch. Probably toe home. We've gone home. We're playing safe. Alanga here now. It's a great switch to Scally. To Cho. Falls to Cunha. Yes. Up for Cunha. But yeah, if we could get one more follower here, we've hit halfway of our target, 25 followers in our first week or so of streaming. Streamed every single day now, I think 8 days straight. Ah, Milinkovic looking, he's lost out. Oh, Havertz. Hey, Brucey bonus. Drop us a follow, Brucey bonus. If you aren't following already. If you are, apologise. Drop us a follow. We've got one shot left in the soju bottle, just for you. Brucey bonus. Here we go. We're getting in the last shot. But it's not going to be the biggest shot though. We're going to have to get another bottle of soju in. Either we'll take a 10-minute break shortly and go grab one, or we'll get one in for next stream. We'll see if we get another follower. We'll see what they say. If they want me to do a shot, I'll quickly run to the shop. Brucey bonus here and channel clearly have got some snow blowing to do together here. What's going on? Alanga, I think Sammy was offside there anyway. Wouldn't mind seeing another goal here to try and calm our nerves. Cunha. Find Samu. I think he was off. He was off. Where are you lads from then in the UK? 9 AM in the UK on a Wednesday. What are you up to? But anyway, sorry, Brucey. This is the shot here for you. It's quite a small one. We've ran out of the bottle. Milinkovic. Pirassi. You two in the London flat. Where are you based in London? Are you in a posh apartment? Or are you in Chelsea? You're not from London, Brucey. Fair play. I'm from uh, I'm from Norwich. Karen's for neighbours, yeah. I think it's pretty impossible to avoid Karens in the UK these days. UK fall from grace is real. That's why I'm out here in Asia. Right, we need to make some subs here. Getting distracted, chatting to the lads. We don't have the depth at left back here. Right back, sorry. Gonna get Yatesy on. What a legend at the club. What's the beef here? You're from Blackpool. Alright, we better not be bottling this here. This could be a massive result for us. Naipan out to St. Maxi. Scally. Oh, I'm sweating. You're one of his mods. Uh, Rest it. Who's the streamer here? Channel. I'll drop you a follow, Channel. Give me a minute here. Rest. Out to Davis. Can we secure the 3 points with a late goal here? Cunha. On to Bonnie. Some nice stuff here. Davis. Scally beats his man. Zinchenko can't keep up. St. Maxi. Yeah, I've been streaming literally for about 8 days now, so don't really know what's going on. But it's not gone too bad. It's a good time. I'm trying to get to those 50 followers so I can apply for what's it called? The affiliate thing. Do keep getting some guy pop into chat trying to get me to buy views, but I don't really think that's worth. I read that as Diddy. Right, give me a second here. Let's Holiday Freezer's Liverpool game, and we'll go drop Channel a follow, and hopefully at some point I should be able to see your stream. Obviously, with the time zone difference, I'm 8 hours ahead. 8 hours ahead of the UK at the moment. When I go to Bali, I'll be 9 hours. I'm not sure if the internet is going to be good enough in Bali to stream, sadly. But I'm hoping it will. All you can do is hope. Right, we're following Channel. We're following Brucey. Hopefully, don't know if you're both streaming. I see. All right, Brucey. We'll leave you with a follow anyway. Don't think it really matters. Blackpool save. That could be an interesting one. Did Blackpool used to have Delfonso from Villa, pacey forwards? I don't know if he's still there or not. I doubt it. He's probably getting on a bit now, but I can remember Delfonso, pace abuse legend on like FIFA 12. 4 times you had him. I just remember on like FIFA 12 him having like an OP silver card or bronze card around that time. Morato here injured. See, he wanted the move and he didn't get it, so he's gone ill. Bonnie withdraws transfer request. This is like the second time he's done that though, and every time he never signed a new deal. 2 loans, 2 permanently. I'm never sure he was actually that good of a player, to be honest. But I think Blackpool were down in League One for a few years. Let's have a look. Is that after Ian Holloway? It's Ian Holloway, weren't it, your manager? Down in League Two one season. That was quite a while ago though. League One champ, not for too long. Yeah, still League One. Who are you? Have you got any legends at the club? Interested now to see if Ian Holloway is down as a legend. Ian Holloway is on the icons list. Charlie Adam on the legends list. Not too many other players I recognise there. Charlie Adam, though, certainly. David Vaughan as well, of course. Wes Hoolahan, a legend for Blackpool. Was Wes Hoolahan there before he went to Norwich? I guess so. He's an icon. Didn't know that. Of course, being from Norwich. Stanley Matthews, I see him here. I'm assuming he's an old. Is he part of like the England World Cup winning squad or something? First ever Ballon d'Or winner. Sheesh. Was he at Blackpool, sorry, at that point in time? But yeah, my football knowledge doesn't go much past early 2000s, really. 1956, and he was part of that team. Legend. Absolute legend. So we've got Liverpool away here. We have normally fared quite well against Liverpool, although we did lose at home to them earlier this season. Bit disappointing after last season beating them in the Europa League quarter-final, 9-3 across 2 games. But yeah, we're trying to get some young lads game time here as much as possible. Channel, getting the warehouse in. What have you got going on? I hope you've not sorted out a grow. What are you sorting out in your 240 square foot warehouse? Jota here. Liverpool have Doku. Jota unable to win the header, and Lang with the flick on. Cunha here. Can we break away? Ref! Ref! We'll have the second one. Penalty, yeah. Now that seems like quite a small sex dungeon, to be fair. 4 English clubs with Ballon d'Or winners. To be fair, the Ballon d'Or is a popularity contest these days, isn't it? But yeah, Ballon d'Or United 4. Yeah, see, I'd be struggling to name any of these. I'm assuming Michael Owen won it once, didn't he? Michael Owen, I'm not sure if he would have been for Liverpool or United. All right, so you're setting up a community college for IT and FM, and you're gonna get the sauce on in there. Owen was for Liverpool. Yeah, I didn't think actually Owen did much at United. To be fair, he was I think injured a lot of the time. 1-1 here. Didn't even see us take the penalty, but Cunha scored it. That would be cool. There's a thing in Norwich called the Man Cave, and it's basically just sort of like a warehouse area. And yeah, they've just got like old games consoles. Like, it's terrible keeping rest. Terrible. Yeah, the Man Cave thing in Norwich is like just old games consoles. They got like a golf simulator in there and that type of stuff, and obviously beers. So yeah, it's a good laugh. But yeah, channel, I'll pop down to London for the sesh for your grand opening of your warehouse bonanza. Not afraid. If I'm back in the UK, not too far, of course, from Norwich. Parasi, yes, 2-2. Maybe there is still hope for our Prem push this year. Do you go to the old casino down in London on the odd occasion? The one above Westfield? Saw old James Archon of Towie in there one time. He looked proper wrecked. Oh, it's a good save this time from Rest. Offside though, anyway. Yeah, nearly been streaming for 2.5 hours here, halfway through the stream. Another 2.5 to go. Parisi to Cho. Silvio here with some space. Finds Samu on the turn. Plays in Alanga. It's a terrible shot. Terrible, terrible shot. Good going that, Brucey. Got to be favourites up there for promotion then. Milinkovic. Ah, Milinkovic. Out that near post. The near post tactic on here. Still OP. Only been running this like the last season and a half. Don't know if you're running this tactic, Breesy, but near post, in swinger, mark the keeper, and have someone come in short. It's disgusting. I reckon I scored, yeah, halfway through the season, at least 10 corners, and before I probably only score, what, one or two. Oh, it's 3-3 already. Perfundi, the young Italian. Oh, could have been offside. They were blocking the keeper, ref. They were blocking him. He couldn't see, ref. Could not see. Yes. Got away with one there. Beat Blackburn on pens. Did you have the window? I see. I always tend to have the window closed. On this save, I had the window closed. Especially like if you had to do a save of like Chelsea, say, and have the window open, it's just like ridiculous. The amount of players you could sell. Samu, 4-2. All right, no money. Yeah. To be fair, a lot of the clubs do start with no money, other than probably like the Saudi clubs. I'm sure do have a big chunk of money. 4-2 here away at Liverpool. Looks like we're going to be pushing the Brightons and the Man Cities who are up there for that title. Oh, it's a great save from Allison. Thought we were going 5-2 ahead there. Cho here to whip in the corner. The in-swinger. Milinkovic. Oh, it's another save from Allison. You're going to Shrewsbury. Have you got a game, Blackpool? Cho here with the whip. Milinkovic. Allison with the catch. All right, channel. Have a good one, son. Hopefully that full English sorts out that feeling from the beers. 5-2. Samu again. Look to do some changes here late on. True for St. Matthew. We can rest Scally here. We're putting Yates into the in centre back. Why not? Mix it up. Let's have a look how Blackpool are doing in the league this year. Let's load up the old flash scores. Oh, late corner here. Can we break? Could we get a 6-2 result here? Yeah, I'm waking up at 4 a.m. for the Forest game. Yeah, if I actually do wake up properly. I should do. I haven't missed a game in a long time. But you just never know at that sort of time. Away at Shrewsbury. 3:45 for me that game. Oh, definitely do with winning that. On the edge of rally there. Game in hand on a few of the teams. Wrexham and Stockport flying. Flying in the league. I'm a Forest fan. I'm from Norwich, but some of my older family are from Nottingham, so Dad would take us to Forest games when we were younger on the odd occasion. But I was wasn't necessarily a Forest fan all my life, to be fair. But I went to the playoff final a few years back, and yeah, obviously younger. And then since then, been to quite a few games. Just the management at Forest to sort of stitch the fans up with buying tickets second hand for sure. Looks like Bonnie here might actually take a new deal. He wants to be a regular starter though. It's going to cause me issues, but let's do it anyway. But yeah, we're just trying to win the Prem here, so we're going to give it this season and next season. Oh yeah, that was. I do remember that game actually. I think I did watch it. You didn't you score? You scored a couple goals early on or something, if I remember, or it took it. I don't actually know how I'd see that fixture quite easily. To see if I just go over it quickly. I feel like both teams scored. Definitely, it was on TV. Maybe yeah, maybe he beat us. I don't know. 3-2, extra time. Yeah, it wasn't. Chrissy Wood in extra time. Chrissy Wood on fire this season, has to be said. Yeah, I remember that was a good game. That good for the neutral for sure. But then we could go 2 points behind the two leaders of Man City and Brighton. Brighton now just losing to Wolves. But we have midweek football to contend with, which I assume Brighton do not. Pretty sure Brighton will not have midweek football. I've clicked on the wrong player. Evan Ferguson. Onto Brighton. Schedule. So yeah, Brighton still actually not even in the FA Cup and went out of the Carabao Cup. Both cups first round they went out. And we've actually got them last day of the season away. Oh, could come down to all that. Unlucky Brucey, mate. Are you playing 4-2-3-1 or I think I will be starting a non-league save after this, so one more season of this. And then 4-4-2, flat 4-4-2. I notice a lot of YouTubers like to play with midfielders on either side, not wingers. I'm not sure about that though. I just can't. It just feels wrong. And a lot of the wingers can't play there properly, which annoys me a little bit. It's getting to Baston here over Murillo. Is Murillo out? No, both Murillo and Morato injured. Both not far off being back. Wolfsburg away here. We're going to start full strength. Wolfsburg here playing with a flat 4-4-2 as well. Anyone fancy winning it? Jonas Wind here. Across to Lavumbu. We're unable to nick it and they come forward with Rogerio. Out wide to Maley. And we've given a pen away. I actually forgot about the night market here as well last night. There's only a night market, like a very close night market, once a week. I forgot about it last night. Distraught, to say the least, when I realised this morning that I'd forgot about that. I thought today was Tuesday, but it turns out it's Wednesday. And I got such a lame dinner last night, just from a local little cafe. Just a little chicken wrap type of thing. Sort of like a shawarma, but not really. Gulkison, can we break away? Samu out wide to Cho. 3 penalties. Surely you didn't score them all. See you later. We've gone down to 10. After 15 minutes. We're going to go attacking here. He scored all three. As if. Normally, if you're getting even like 2 pens, I'd say, you're only scoring one. But with three, to score all three is crazy. Jordan Rhodes. Yeah, I've even had like Harry Kane on pens. And he missed the GOAT, Jordy Rhodes. Yeah, he's definitely scored some goals in the lower levels, hasn't he, Rhodes? Not done so much in the Prem, but yeah. Looks like Gerald Conser here. Conser the Noncer, as I like to call him. DeBast! Yes, DeBast. It's telling me he's been sat red carded again, but that's not. It's the same geezer. Mm, should be now, hopefully, getting a good result here at home. Away, sorry, to Conser is someone you're looking at. Yeah, I think if you can get Conser on loan, if you buy him, then Samu, yes! End of the first half, the first half have come alive. Yeah, Conser at that level, even for the championship, be very solid. And of course, young and English. Yeah, in my non-league saves, I tend to just literally look at frees. Just sign the best frees you can every year. Try and keep hold of your best players as much as you can, but obviously sometimes finances is important. God, they're having a shocker here. Trying to clear the ball, they're tripping over. Corner here for us. Toby Keshia. He must be having quite the season in real life, I imagine. God, it's a terrible strike from Cunha. Right, blocked. Yeah, Aberdeen obviously having a really good year this season. St. Maxi. There's a lad here where I'm staying in Malaysia. He's a Celtic fan, so he's enjoying the pain of which Rangers are feeling at the moment. Cunha to St. Maxi. Bang! Hopefully here St. Maxi can have another good year and we can get some serious coin for him. I think he'll be 32 coming into the season. Maybe not 31. 31 soon. If we can get 30, 40, 50 mil for him after 2 very good years of output, gonna have to say thank you very much. Toby Kashia. Certainly keep that in mind for any future clubs that we do. But yeah, I think if we're going to do a non-league save, we'll probably look to do 10 seasons, and the target after 10 seasons will be to win 1 Premier League and 1 European competition. I think very easily achievable. 3-2 here, Wolfsburg have pulled one back from some questionable defending. Sangari across to Milinkovic. Milinkovic looks for Samu, who leaves it. Luckily, they go long to no one and rest. Collects comfortably. Sangare round the corner to Cunha. Cunha could find the winger, but goes home. Milinkovic now bringing the ball forwards into Scally. 1-2. Inside to Sangare, who now comes back to Scally. We're playing triangles round him. The fans are thinking about Ole, and Alex Scott, weak, loses out. Now Wimmer brings it forward. And look, Lavumbu was offside. And Milinkovic here trying to match fix after scoring and trying to gift him another goal. We're going to do some subs here. Scally off, Parassi across, and we'll get Grimaldo on at left back. Cunha off for Nottm. That'll do for just this moment. Should be 3-3. They missed an open goal. With a rest assist, that would have been. Grimaldo with a long range free kick. Leno planted to the spot, but it has gone just over. Another free kick missed. Set piece for us, Grimaldo to whip in for the near post. Cho now. Looks like we will make some more subs on the 85th minute mark. Samu back across, that's a shot. Thought he was heading it back across. Greedy. Very greedy. To Bast. Out wide here to Parassi. Do have not conceded. I wouldn't mind at least taking the win back to England, of course. But here we go. They go long. Milinkovic wins it. Corner Doof. They're backed up to 11 men after going down to 10 shortly. Naipran trying to get through. Conser sweeps up. They go long. Can we win it? De Bast. Corner Doof now. Alanga's in. Alanga's in. Come on. Alanga scored an important goal to take us 4-2 up in our first Champions League outing. We did, of course, win the Europa League last season, beating, I believe, Feyenoord in the final. I think it was 2-0, and Liverpool in the semis, 9-3 on aggregate. Quite a few performances there. Could we put the nail in the coffin here? Naipan drags it wide. Drags it wide. Sad to say. There is another highlight. Baku here, coming forward, whips it. Lavumbu can't get there. Alanga now comes inside, finds Parisi. We look to break against the 10 men of Wolfsburg. To Gorna Doof. Alanga again gets to the byline. To the back post. Saint Maxi nods it over. Final whistle here. Great result away from home. Looked nervy in the first sort of 20 minutes, but then Rogerio getting sent off in at that 15-minute mark. Sort of handed over the gauntlets to us and saying, here you go, have the 3 points, or sorry, the first leg result. And we've gladly agreed. We've been on some great form recently. Since the new year turned, we've only lost an FA Cup game. We've won every other game, putting us back in contention for that Premier League title. We have also played a lot of the tough games in the league. Just United, Spurs, Villa, Newcastle and Brighton left to play out of the top quality clubs. Still got 12 games here, a lot of points to be played for. Goal difference wise, we are lacking, so we may need to win on a points difference. But this is a big, big game here. Home to United. No business really happening in Jan. There's a lot of games in League One. Yes, it's 24 teams in League One. Takes a long time. It's nice when you get up to those. Is it just the champ, is it? Champ where it goes down to 20? Or is champ 24 as well? Champ is also 24. So yeah, just as many games for you next year. If you get that promotion, which hopefully by the sound of it you should be. United at home here. Did they have midweek? They did not have midweek. They finished in the top 8 of the Europa League with Newcastle. Just wanted to actually have a look here. Did Man City qualified top 8? Arsenal come through with us in the top. So did Liverpool and Spurs. Just us clubs? Was there anyone else? That 5? 5. Yeah, we only had 5 this year. All 5 qualifying. Hopefully we can avoid each other for as long as possible. United not having the best seasons, hoping to take advantage. No keeper on the bench, we're not afraid. They're still in all 3 cups. Is it still the Johnson Pank Trophy? I, can't, I always can never remember if that's still a trophy or if that's if that's something else. Johnson Pank Trophy. If that's like the non-league one, or I was talking to someone about this the other day on the stream. Right, we're gonna go attacking here. Change this name every season. I suppose whoever's willing to pay the most for the sponsor. I need to put these mints away because I'm just smashing the mints in. Maybe we should get some sunflower seeds out. Have a few of these with my fruit bowl in the morning. Got a bit of a set routine going on at the moment. Why I'm sort of streaming every day from 6 or 7 a.m. for 5 or 6 hours. Milinkovic, fine Sangare. Malaysia here for United. Win it. No. Rashford. Scott though intercepts. Samu to Cunha. Parisi now on the left wing. Gets a ball in. Blocked. Ah, blocked again. Double blocked there. We're going to whip in the corner though. Cho to whip it in. Yoro wins the header. Wonder how much Yoro has developed on this save. Let's have a look. Very good. Dilic still only 28 as well. Did not realise he was quite that young. Cho with another corner though. Sangare. Yes. Sangare. Massive, massive header that. Langa nicking it off his former club. Cho now. Shaw nicks the ball off Cho, but Sangare gets the best possession back. Scally looking inside. Rashford, though, nicks it from him. Finds Hoyland into Fernandez, but Scally does the hard work. We've got an overload here. Cho out wide to Scally. There's plenty of options in the box. Samu, open goal. Yes, Samu. 25th goal of the season. Certainly not been one of his best wipes, I would say. If we can get any new followers, don't have any soju left, but I'll do a mini shot of whiskey for you instead. If we've got any new viewers, drop us a follow. Trying to push for 50 followers, and I've ran out of soju, so I'll do a shot of whiskey, which won't be enjoyable to say the least, but we'll only do a small one. Samu there. Yes, come on. In our 4th season, it looks like we are going to be pushing Man City and Brighton here to a final foot race. Brighton, we do have on the final day of the season, so it would be sad to lose out on that day. Cunha, great save from Banana. Forgot to do subs because we've been too happy celebrating. But yeah, everyone playing very well today. Good result. Three 0. Puts us 2 points clear of Arsenal with a game in hand, and also 2 points behind Brighton and Man City. Goal difference not far off Brighton's now either. With that solid result. Samu, big performance there. Big game player. 7 wins. On the spin. Coming into form at the perfect time. Let's now do Wolfsburg over. And then we've got Southampton away. Man City losing to Leicester 3-0. Massive result for us in Brighton that. Guessing Brighton play here on Sunday. Interesting. It's opened up the door for us here. Maybe they must be Monday night football then, because they're not played on the Sunday. Burnley and Everton draw. Monday night football for Brighton, is it? This is the lad we want, the young lad. Unfortunately, can't really afford him, but he is incredibly interested. He is getting better, so maybe we should look to try and get him if he's still available at the end of the season. I think he would join one day before he turns 19 as well, so he would get homegrown at club still, which is quite a funny thing that happens on this game and frustrating at the same time. But if we actually get financially backed next year for the first season since the first time since the second season, so the first proper transfer window we had, then yeah, we'll certainly look to splash on that Club Bruges player. He looks very, very good. Wolfsburg here. We'll probably look to rotate a bit. Let's get Milinkovic a rest, and we'll get the young lad's not registered. Get Morato a start then in with Dabas, just swap them over. Gonna do for the Naipan start in CM. Anderson in Cam. Saint Maxi on the wing. We'll give Alanga and also Bonnie the nod. Hoping here does not come back to bite us, of course. Big game for us in the grand scheme of things. But we're going to play a little bit risky here just to try and keep some of the other players happy who aren't playing so much. I do find that sometimes this comes to bite you in the arse. Like, if you don't play him, then it don't matter. But if you then don't play him for a little while, then you give him a game, they're like, why am I not playing? It's like, you just played me. You literally just played. What are you talking about? But yeah, we achieved our halfway point of 50 followers today. Massive. In just over a week. Boom! Offside call, sadly. It stands Morato with his first goal of the season, asking to leave. Probably will look to move him on if we can sell Morato for 35 million. Buy that Club Bruges youngster, then I think we'll be laughing, especially if he joins on the 1st of July, because he'll get homegrown at club, I believe. Rest, getting away with one there, going for a jog in the middle of nowhere. But fortunately for us, it does not matter. Looking relatively comfortable here with a near enough fully rotated side. Good to see. Not going to be doing anything silly here. Get this game out of the way. On to the next one. Away at Southampton. Be nice to win that. It seems that we always tend to struggle against the smaller clubs away. Oh, great save there. Alanga pinging from close range. Anderson picking up a knock here. Chucking Cunha at Cam. Cunha finding some form when it counts. Harisi with the optimistic volley. Don't mind that in that situation. Don't want getting braked on there. Grimaldo, 2 whippers in. Might just have to pop to the loo after this game. Alanga cuts in. Oh, that's another great save from Bernd Leno. Great shot stopper, Leno. Bit questionable with the ball at his feet. Gonna do for another great save. He's having a class game here. Pity it's probably a little bit too late for him. Maybe if he played this good last game, only playing a 6.9, but from the highlights we've seen, he pulled off at least 3 worldies. Thiago Thomas here, coming away for Wolfsburg, past Wonder Kid on FM. Should have got the 1-2, but Lavumbu being selfish, not thinking of the team. Gonna bring Scully on here, bring Cho in. I think everyone else can stay on as they are rotation majority. Big result for us into the last 16 of the Champions League. Very unlucky not to get the top 8. If we didn't get battered by Marseille, we probably would have got top 8. We should have scored a couple in that game as well, which is a sad thing. Rest cost us in that game, if I remember correctly, or it may have actually been Bazunu because Rest was injured. Another good save from Leno there. Looks like we want to need to make another sub there. Saint Maxi. Saint Maxi with a little flip flap. Coming up to 3 hours now on the stream. 2 more hours to go today. Let's get it. We'll be doing some probably 8-hour streams soon. Before I leave Malaysia. You want to see the rest of stats, G? Yeah, and G, the picture didn't work. I put it in the graphics thing, in the graphics folder, but it's blank. It's blank, mate. It looks like this geezer is developing a little bit. My rest is stats, or rest, sorry. Not a huge amount of development since I bought him, but he does start quite solid, and he's still only 22. So I don't know if we go here, development, progress, attributes. Is this all time? All time. So since he's come into me, he's improved 2 aerial reach, 1 command of area, 1 communication, 1 handling, 2 on one-on-ones, 1 on throw-in. So as you can see, not exactly the most improvement for 4 seasons now, or 3 seasons. Balance and jump and reach up 1, but still young. Still young and certainly seeing improvement, you know, generally. So not worried about replacing him. But yeah, he's not. Yeah, see this period here, he did not play well at all. Like you need your keeper to be playing well. I certainly think it's probably your second most important position. I'd say maybe even first. Striker and goalkeeper definitely seem to be the most important positions on there, at least in my opinion. But here we are now, 3 hours on the stream. Let's get this next game playing, and then I'll go to a loo while the first half plays out. And we'll rest here, and actually we should have our Champions League draw before that, so let's not run anywhere. I assume that's not been drawn yet. I'm assuming it'll be after this Wednesday, around the fixtures. If you didn't see that G, let me know, I can go back on it. Galatasaray, who did they knock out? They knocked out Liverpool. Sheesh. Ajax went out to Celtic. Marseille knocked out Dortmund. So maybe Marseille better side than I thought. To be fair, they do have a decent side, thinking back to who scored. Go set and choose, reload. So let me just have a read through these. Arsenal and Liverpool went out. Wow. So is it just... I guess we'll see in the draw what English clubs are left. 2 seconds here, just looking. Whoa. What was that sound? Right, let me just save my FM up there just in case changing this graphics file while I'm in here fucks it up. Documents, Sports Interactive, Graphics. Alright, I've deleted that space at the end. Alright, are happy to stay here. Choose reload. Hello, Jazzy Panda. How are you doing, mate? We're trying to get my picture in the game here for the Brazilian DM. It's just a screenshot of me in while I'm streaming. Let's see, is it there? I'm in. I'm in the game. I'm a Brazilian DM. I think is appropriate. I was more of a left back when I played left wing when I was younger, and then pushed into left back as you know the standard goes. But here we are. I'm in the team, in the headset. I like it. I'm gonna get Harbo some games in the under 18s here because he's not getting any time. Cheers, G mate. We got there. Spurs v Inter, Marseille v AC Milan, Monaco v Barca, Gala versus PSG, Bayern v Napoli. Here we go, Forest. I've got Atletico Madrid, Man City, or Real Madrid. Come on, I'll take Atletico, I guess. Real Madrid, we draw. So it's going to be a tough round, but it will be fun to play. Real Madrid for the first time on this save. And we've got them straight away next week after this Southampton game. But yeah, if we've got any new people in the chat, drop us a follow. We'll do a small whiskey shot in your name because I'm out of soju. We've reached our halfway target, 50 followers today, which is good to see. Southampton here, away in the league. Let's get me on the bench. Shall we rename him? I don't know. I don't know what. I don't really want. I don't think my name is very Brazilian. Dylan, not a very Brazilian name, I'd say. Unless we can think of something like, I don't know, Dillardino or something. Something along those lines, I'm sure would work. We're gonna try rotate a little bit here, although it's risky. I want Scally fully fit for Real Madrid. Maybe even play Grimaldo. Now we'll give Davis the nod today. Sankare will give the youngster a game. The youngster and Naipan in at Cam, their CM together, sorry. And St. Maxi to start over Cho. Samu, he wants the goals, so we'll leave him on. Let's get Anderson on the bench just for more options in those positions. And we're just going to pot to the loo while this first half plays out. We'll go on attacking before we go. Hopefully, we're on some great form here. David, yes, David Washington, isn't it? Or like David. I think maybe we could come up with a mixed up version of my first name. Oh, it's actually got it's got my picture down there in the game. That all right, BRB. 1-0 up. I think I saw it was St. Maxi as I sort of left the room. Let's just rewatch that. Great finish into the far post. Ah, it's a nice play to recycle possession there outside of the box. And we're 1-0 at half time. Quite even game. Let's try and keep the lads concentrated. And we'll go on to cautious and see what comes of it. Slightly rotated side today. I am playing Silvio. Maybe we could just name it Dilvio. DY. Because it is just DY changing there. Instead of Silvio, Dilvio. That could work. A bit lame, but it sort of works. Naipan across to Alanga. Ref, Sammy's been taken out off the ball there. Downs. It's got to be his second yellow. Dirty, dirty geezer. And he has seen a second yellow there. We're going to go back onto attack and then hopefully we're not going to concede against 10 men. We'll probably look to get some first team options off here. So Alanga and Cunha.